So students, many of them ask me what is the most stressful thing in your journey to the college. Okay, so the most stressful thing is arranging finances. I'll be talking about how you can arrange finances and why you should arrange finances immediately. I should start working on that, not wait till the time you get into the college. Okay. Please, this is my request, because share this with as many, candidates who are seriously trying to enter B schools this year, because I was in this situation last year and I faced a lot of trouble. Because see guys, like there is, you are still thinking about GDPA preparation. I'm thinking about 1 month from now when you have got the call and say you attended the interview. Okay. Immediately after you attend the interview, after say 15 days or 1 month, you'll get the final result. Okay. Immediately after that merit list is done and you get the offer letter from the college, they give you a window of say about 10 days to 15 days within which you should be paying the college some amount of fees to ensure that you are going to confirm your seat in the college. Okay, so that is the amount of fees that they are asking to block your seat. Okay, so you would think like it's very small amount, like probably 10-20,000 they'll ask. No, that is not the case. Okay, it might be as high as 10.5 lakhs. Okay, last season, okay, one of the famous colleges from Mumbai, they are asked 10.5 lakhs to book one single seat, and they were given 10 days window. I have got this offer letter. I don't know how ideal it is to share, but yes, this is one of those famous private colleges which asked 10 lakhs from a student in 10 days. Okay, I was shocked seeing that thing, because honestly I was like, okay, as clueless as most of the students, because I knew that all the IMs and all, they asked somewhere in the tune of 50,000 to 2 lakh rupees. Okay, to ensure that you're confirming your seat, and they also give some flexibility. If you talk to the admission officer, they'll give you some amount of flexibility, like okay, you are having some financial issues, they'll give you some kind of exemption, or they'll give you some kind of extension to pay the fees. But here it was a hard deadline. Okay, we have tried to talk to the college asking these reasons, because as a group of collective students, like it was like we felt very much in a position where we were put on the spot. Okay, second thing, once they are going to take the fees, like they'll give a window within which you can withdraw the fees also. That is like around 15 days after you pay the fees. So if you don't withdraw the fees by then, it's almost like you are going to pakka join that college only. There is no other option for you. Okay, so what happens when in the admission season, there will be multiple calls that come in multiple intervals. Okay, multiple admit cards that admit or final offers that you get. Okay, so say there is no such ranking where you'll get the first rank college will give you the first offer, then the second rank. No. There will be multiple lists also. So every college will have 10 to 15 lists, and the list will come at its own sweet time. There is no such guarantee that this list will come in this way only, and every time there is a overlap. Okay, so say you got say 10th rank college. Okay, so then after say a few days you might get the 11th rank call, or 11th rank colleges admit, or you can get the 8th rank colleges admit also. There is no such thing that after the 9th college is giving you admit, the 8th one will give you. No, that doesn't happen. So it is almost like you need to have 15 to 20 lakh rupees if you are going to just book all these seats. And when they are taking your booking fees, they will take it instantaneously, RTGS, NEFT, whatever it is. But when you say you withdraw the seat, okay, to get that money back, it will be 15 days to 1 month minimum. It can be three months also. For a few colleges, few students have told me that they have got the money after 2.5-3 months. Okay, so imagine you pay fees of 10 lakh rupees and then you wait for 3 months to get that back. How crazy is that? Like, can you just explain to your parents that why their money is lying somewhere for 3 months without any interest, without any such a thing where instantaneously you paid the money, right? So this is one thing that you need to really take care. I know many of you are thinking about going for loans. If you want to go for loans, go early. Okay, approach the banks immediately and ask them about these kind of scenarios. Okay, there are many banks which give you this kind of facilities, where they'll pre-approve your loan, and they'll ensure that okay, immediately when you get the offer letter, you can get the loan sanctioned. Okay, but that many students aren't prepared for. Secondly, talk to your relatives or talk to your parents and ensure that you have liquid cash. Okay, many of us have assets, but we don't keep liquid cash ready for this kind of scenarios. Okay, so 1 month or 1.5 months later, you will be facing this kind of scenarios where you are done with your interviews, and interviews के बाद around 15 days का time है. That time you will start getting many results. Okay, and first things first, you'll get most of the private players results. Then later on, little, all the IIMs will start releasing lists. So it is very much necessary that you keep a good amount of funds ready. Even if you're thinking of applying just for the IIMs, you will need at least 3-4 lakhs amount ready, because that you will get the offers in various orders. Okay. So, and always you try to maximize your best chances and going towards the top colleges only, right? So this is something that nobody talks about, arranging finances, and why you need to be ready with this much amount of money before you get your final offer letter. Okay, so keep this in mind. Talk to relatives, talk to friends, talk to your company if they give some kind of advances. Go to the bank, give you all your details, get your loan pre-approved if possible, and you need to be completely ready with these things. Okay. Because see, not everyone can instantaneously arrange that much amount. Okay, if you are well off to do, that's great. Okay, or else it's going to be very difficult. Okay, so this was my 2 cents about how to manage finances before the admits. After you get the admit card, it's very easy. Okay, almost all the top 30 colleges, you will get 25 lakhs of loan from every bank without collateral. Basically, your parent just needs to co-sign the loan, and you'll get 25 lakhs. If you get into the top 10, okay, you just go to the SBI website, you'll get the top, according to them, SBI, categorizes colleges according to their ranking criteria. You'll get 40 lakhs of loan. I know people who wanted to buy a motorcycle to, go around campus, and it was as easy as just writing a mail to the manager. So after you go into the college is very easy, but going into the college, arranging that, amount to block the seat, that is very difficult. I'll give you a best example. I was offered a seat at one of the famous Delhi University colleges, and I thought, okay, this will be the, because I got the result pretty early on, so I paid, and there the fees is just 11,000 rupees approximate for 1 year course. So I paid the fees. I've still not got the refund. It's almost like 1 year. So it's like you need to ensure that you are keeping all these things in mind. Okay. So that's it, guys. Please share this with maximum number of aspirants who are serious about going to colleges this year. And it's better to be prepared, because you never know which college will give you the admit card until you finish the interview season. And it is better to be very much prepared for these kind of scenarios. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.